Let's talk transformations. Okay, let's start with number 6. This function is not quadratic, and I know that because it's not shaped like a U, it's shaped like a V, like an absolute value function is shaped. Okay, but the transformation is the same way. Remember, we have this vertex form, a x minus h squared plus k. That is for quadratics, like number 7. However, we can do the same thing with an absolute value function. Instead of it being x minus h squared, it's just the absolute value of x minus h plus k. How do we find those points? Well, h and k are all based off of that one point, the vertex. That vertex is 2, 4. What do you know? That's h and k. All we have to do is plug them into our equation. Subtle change to a different blue, also known as teal. X minus 2 plus 4. The minus sign's already in the equation, so even though h is positive 2, shows up in the equation as minus 2. And then the last thing we got to figure out is, what is that pesky a all about? Basically, it's the slope of this line, so up 1 over 1, it's going to be 1. But if we wanted to, we could take another point. If we wanted to be sure, we could take another point like 4, 6, and plug that into the equation. So you have y, not y, 6 equals a times 4 minus 2 absolute value plus 4. So I'm going to move this 4 to the other side. Subtract 4, gone. So you get 2 equals a times the absolute value of 2. What's the absolute value of 2? It's just 2. So you get 2a equals 2. Divide by 2 on both sides, and you found out that a is in fact 1. And so that's our equation. Easy as pie, right? I'm struggling. Okay, I am still struggling. Oh Lord. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Just erase the a. All right, another one, we're supposed to write an equation. It's moved down to, it's moved left 5. It's reflected about the x-axis. What's that mean? It means that a is negative, whatever it was. So if it starts as x squared, then it's going to be just negative 1. So there, it doesn't say anything about a stretch or anything, which is what a does. So a is just negative 1. If it's moved down 2, that's the k value that shifts up and down, and it's just going to be minus 2. And then left 5 means that our vertex would be over here at negative 5. So h is going to be negative 5. What's that going to do in the equation? It's going to be y equals negative x minus a negative 5 squared minus 2. So y equals negative x plus 5 squared minus 2. More transformations when we return.